Good afternoon. This is Agnes Levine, a Levine-Oliver publisher, bringing you LOP Live. At the top of the news this afternoon is President Obama's weekly address. During President Obama's weekly address, we learn about the situation going on in Iraq. There are Americans in Iraq, and there are persons in need of food and water. President Obama explains that the United States is involved as a humanitarian presence in this Iraq situation, providing water drops and food drops to persons who are being victims during this situation in Iraq. And it is a situation that we need to please keep in prayer as terrorists are trying to force their way on innocent persons. This is one of the reasons why we live in such a great country, that we can reach out and help persons with humanitarian efforts during their crisis, and especially bringing that full center here in America with families and persons who are also having a crisis. It's all wrapped into doing what is morally right and not politically correct. So we support President Obama and the United States military, who are providing the humanitarian drops to the persons suffering over in Iraq during this crisis, and for the Americans that are there as well. We keep them in our prayers. You can stay up to date with what's going on with the situation, and I encourage you to do so by visiting the White House website and subscribing to the news updates and following it, being ever mindful to keep this situation in your thoughts and prayers, please. That peace is arrived at, peaceful solutions are arrived at, and the terrorism's come to an end. Next up this afternoon, I want to announce that we have officially brought I Saw You in His Eyes to an end this past weekend, and it was a beautiful gathering. I was very touched to see so many of the original followers come back and spend the last session Twitter chat with us. And again, I encourage all those persons to hang on to the good things we shared this past weekend as you go forward into your academic school year. A lot of you are student leaders in the making, so stay true to those good things and stay in touch as well. Thank you. I wanted to share that. And next up this afternoon in the news update is the National Teachers Association President, Mr. Sean McComb, I believe. He is our friend who was named Teacher of the Year. A young man, very admirable young man, and he has shared some of his tips for parents and students to be successful this past year. One of the ones that is my favorite is parents being involved in your child's school year as a teammate and sharing with teachers some things about your child when they begin school, so that the teacher can best help your child to succeed, and continuing to stay involved during the academic school year with your school, your teacher, your child's teacher, and certainly your child. The information for all of those tips will be posted at the end of this video announcement, so please copy the link, paste it in your web browser, and visit the website and share it with your friends. This is also for the situation in Iraq as well. Next up in the LOP Live is the White House Initiative for Educational Excellence for African Americans, males, particularly my brother's keeper, is on its way to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in October. So if you have friends and family, especially young adults who are attending the University of Pennsylvania, you want to please share the information with them, encourage them to participate, and participate yourself as well if you can. So October the 17th through the 19th, I believe, the next and the final educational summit for this 2014 year will be held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You can visit the LOP website at Levine-Oliver and see previous newsletters about previous educational summits and kind of refresh your memory on what to expect and how to best participate. And please share the information as well. This weekend, I got to get used to saying there won't be a Pound Reading Twitter chat, but our friends for the Pound Reading Twitter chats have wanted to get together again before school officially starts. So on the 23rd of August, we will just hang out, get to know each other a little more better in a more relaxed environment, and share some words of inspiration and encouragement for a lot of the persons who will be returning to school. And I just want to take this moment to remind you to always stay focused on the happiness trail. Remember, happiness is about morals, and if we strive for righteousness, we will achieve happiness. So let's keep that in mind for this school year. No bullying. If you are a bully, stop it. If you are being bullied, you can visit stopbullying.gov and learn some very useful and helpful tips on how to prevent bullying and how to bring it to an end safely. So let's share this video update with our friends, our neighbors, our family members, and keep the conversations going. Two things I want to mention, I almost forgot. Number one, did you know you can start a petition on the White House website, and you can also sign petitions, because there's a whole list of petitions that are in circulation right now. So be sure to copy that link at the end of this video announcement and visit the site and sign a petition. The next thing that I want to share before we leave this afternoon is Congressman James Clyburn is having a town hall meeting this afternoon at 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. You can ask Representative James Clyburn questions, and you can also learn more by reading questions that others have asked. You can use the hashtag #AskClyburn. That's A, S as in Sam, K, C as in Charles, L, Y, B as in boy, U, R, N as in Nancy. And you can follow that town hall meeting this afternoon at 3 p.m. and you can also visit that hashtag site and learn what happened at the town hall meeting, what Congressman James Clyburn has to say, has to share, what others have asked that may be of interest to you. Maybe your question was already asked and you can read them. So I encourage you to go to Ask Clyburn anytime this afternoon after 4 p.m. before if you can, and learn more. And we thank you, Representative James Clyburn, for holding this town hall meeting this afternoon, and LOP will certainly be there covering it. Thank you. Everyone, please have a safe afternoon, a safe, productive week. Slow down as we get ready for sending our children off to school. Let's make sure they are as prepared as possible with the basics, manners, politeness, no fighting, and just encourage them always to have a successful school day, each and every day. Thank you. Amen.